So in Scratch, to code, you just snap blocks together. In this case, you take a move block, snap it into a stack, and those stacks of blocks control the behaviors of the different characters in your game or your story. In this case, controlling the big fish. After you've created your program, you can click on share and then share your project with other people so that they can use the project and start working on the project as well. Of course, making a fish game isn't the only thing you can do with Scratch. Of the millions of projects on the Scratch website, there's everything from animated stories to school science projects to anime soap operas to virtual construction kits to recreations of classic video games to political opinion polls to trigonometry tutorials to interactive artwork and, yes, interactive Mother's Day cards. So I think there's sort of, so many different ways that people can express themselves using this, to be able to take their ideas and share their ideas with the world. And it doesn't just stay on the screen. You can also code to interact with the physical world around you. Here's an example from Hong Kong, where some kids made a game and then built their own physical interface device and had a light sensor. So the light sensor detects the hole in the board, so as they move the physical saw, the light sensor detects the hole and controls the virtual saw on the screen. This is an example from a new version of Scratch that we'll be releasing in the next few months. And we're looking again to sort of be able to push you in new directions. Here's an example that uses the webcam. And as I move my hand, I can pop the balloons, or I can move the bug. So it's a little bit like Microsoft Connect, where you interact with gestures in the world, but instead of just playing someone else's game, you get to create the games. The same way that this uses the camera to get information into Scratch, you can also use the microphone. Here's an example of a project using the microphone, and it's a game where the characters are controlled by the sound that's coming into the microphone. So I'm going to let all of you control this game using your voices. As kids are creating projects like this, they're learning to code, but even more importantly, they're coding to learn.